Imagine paying $500,000 for something you could get for free. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what's happening in the cybersecurity world right now. Fortune 500 companies are writing six-figure checks for security tools that you can download completely free today. I've spent close to a decade in cybersecurity, and I'm about to reveal an industry secret that software vendors and consulting firms don't want getting out. The most powerful GRC tools, the ones that help prevent million-dollar breaches and pass rigorous security audits, have completely free versions that almost nobody is talking about. These aren't demo versions or stripped down trials. These are fully functional security platforms used by professionals to manage risk, create policies, and demonstrate compliance with regulations like ISO 27001 SOC 2 and GDPR. And here is why this matters. Mastering these free tools can help you land cybersecurity jobs that pay $100,000 plus a year without spending thousands on certifications first. You can literally build professional level skills without spending a dime on software. So why don't more people know about this? Because there's a $12 billion business selling expensive security tools. Big companies like ServiceNow, IBM, and others charge between $50,000 to $500,000 for tools that often have free versions. I'm not saying paid tools are bad. They work great for companies. We'll talk about when you might need to buy one later. But here's what I'm saying. If you want to start a career in cybersecurity, work at a company with a small budget, run a startup, or own a small business, right? You don't need to wait until you have lots of money to start using good security tools. And today, I will show you free security tools, okay, that by the end of this video, you will know the top 5 free security tools and what makes each one special, what you get for free versus what you pay for, and who these tools are perfect for and who should avoid them. How to use these tools to even start a cybersecurity career, even if you're just beginning. If you're serious about cybersecurity, whether for your job or your business, this might be the most helpful few minutes you will ever spend this year. And if you get any value from this video by the time you're done, please don't forget to give it a like and hit the subscribe button for more. Let's start with the best free security tools in 2025, beginning with the most complete one. After years of working in cybersecurity, I found that security tools don't get enough attention. And when people think about cybersecurity, they picture hackers, breaking into computers. But good GRC is what makes all your security work worth it. It helps make sure your security efforts last a long time, your work shows clear results, people follow the rules. Without good management, companies have trouble handling dangers, following laws, responding to attacks. That's where these tools help, okay? I found the top 5 free tools that work great. First is Eramba Community Edition. This is the champion of free security tools. Thousands of security workers use it because it does so much. Policy management, creating and tracking rules, risk assessment, finding dangers, compliance tracking, following laws, incident management as well, and that is handling problems. Now think about that. You are getting features that would cost $50,000 plus in paid software, completely free. The free version is so good that many small companies never need to upgrade. You can run your entire security program without spending any money on software. You're probably thinking, what's the catch? We'll cover the limits later. But know this, many companies have passed important security tests using just the free version of Eramba. It's surprising, but true. Next is OpenGRC. This is newer and made for small businesses that need simple security management. The best thing about OpenGRC is how easy it is to use. It lets you quickly import security rules, match rules to what you're already doing, run tests, make reports. So, if you're just getting started with security rules, OpenGRC makes things much simpler. Third on our list is Simple Risk Core. As the name suggests, Simple Risk. Simple Risk focuses mainly on managing risk, but also helps with following rules. The free version lets you keep a list of risks, run tests, create custom rule lists, run basic compliance checks. And what's cool about Simple Risk is that you only pay for extra features you actually need. The main product is free. Number 4 is very nice. This one has been around since 2007 and is used a lot in Europe, especially for ISO 27001 compliance. And that's an important set of security rules. Now, what makes very nice special is how well tested it is. Both governments and businesses use it. So if you're working on building an information security management system, very nice is worth looking at. Finally, the 5th free tool is CISO Assistant. These newer tools help manage cybersecurity programs. It helps separate rule, requirement from your actual security practices, which is very helpful when you're dealing with multiple sets of rules. CISO Assistant works with major standards like NIST, CSF, ISO 27001, SOC 2, and PCI DSS. And if you want to match your security controls with different compliance rules, CISO Assistant makes it easier. Now, you might wonder, if these tools are free, how good can they really be? Now, before we get to that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Now, when looking at any security tool, there are 3 main things to check. Compliance tracking, how the tool helps match controls to standard and track your compliance. Policy management, how you create, store, review, and link policies to controls. Risk assessment, how you identify, score, and manage risk. For compliance tracking, the Ramba Community Edition is the clear winner. It has strong features for mapping controls to frameworks like ISO 27001 or PCI DSS. Tracking compliance audits, managing exceptions, right? I've seen companies pass ISO 27001 certification using just the free version of a Ramba. That's how good it is. OpenGRC and CISO Assistant are great at framework mapping, and this lets you quickly import security standard and track your progress. They focus on being simple rather than deep. Okay, Simple Risk Core lets you create custom frameworks and run compliance tests, but it's more focused on risk management. Now, very nice is strong with formal frameworks like ISO 27001 GDPR and NIST, with templates that help you implement controls step by step. For policy management, there are more differences between the tools. Ramba leads with a special policy module that includes review workflows. Okay, your policies can be version controlled and linked directly to controls, which is important for showing compliance. Simple Risk and OpenGRC have more basic policy features because they let you reference policies that are related to controls, but they do not have full document management built in. Now, for CISO Assistant, it focuses on compliance status, not storing policy documents. So you need to manage those ones separately. This is where we see the first real limit of free tools. If you need advanced policy management, you might find gaps in the free options, okay? And for risk management, Simple Risk offers the most focused features. Its main purpose is keeping a risk list, evaluating risk, planning fixes, okay? Ramba provides a full risk module that includes risk identification, maintaining a risk register, planning mitigations, monitoring risk treatment over time. And for very nice, it offers risk assessment that lines up with formal standards like ISO 27001, which makes it very useful if you're working towards certification. OpenGRC and CISO Assistant have more basic risk features. Okay, they focus mainly on finding compliance gaps rather than complete risk management. Okay, so what does this mean? If you need an all-round tool that covers all 3 areas well, a Ramba Community Edition is your best bet. If you're mainly focused on risk management, Simple Risk Core makes the most sense. For ISO 27001 implementation, specifically, Veranize offers specialized capabilities here. But this raises an important question. If these free tools are so capable, why would anyone pay for security software? See, There are good reasons to upgrade to paid solutions in certain situations. The first big difference is in advanced features. Free editions typically cover the basics, while paid versions add automation and enhanced features. For example, Eramba's Enterprise Edition includes built-in dashboards, automated email reminders, custom data fields, assessment questionnaires that are not in the free version. Now think about what this means. With the free version, you might have to manually send emails, reminding people to review policies. But with the paid version, that happens automatically. You can do it with the free tool, it just takes more work. Okay. The second key difference is connections to other tools. Most free tools have limited connection options. Okay. If you want single sign-on with the company directory, connections to ticketing systems like Jira, or integration with vulnerability scanners, you will typically need to upgrade to a paid version. You know, I get a lot of messages from people asking how they can break into cybersecurity. It's tough, especially if you're like how I used to be, stuck in a job that doesn't pay enough, or feeling like you've hit a wall. I get it. That is why I created something more than just these videos you're watching. Something structured, practical, and focused on real action. It's called the 5-day Cybersecurity Job Challenge. This isn't just content you binge and forget. We're talking hands-on learning, real skills, and daily guidance. 2 hours a day for 5 days. It's all designed to push you from thinking about change to actually making it happen. Look, I love making these YouTube videos, but let's be honest. How many times have you watched a great video, thought, I'm going to do something about that, and then didn't? That is why this challenge is different. It's designed to be your support. Okay, we're not just learning, you're giving tasks, actionable steps every single day with live Q&As where I personally help you avoid mistakes and land the jobs that will change your life. Watching my videos is great, but if you want to go beyond watching, if you're ready to take real steps toward a $250,000 career a year, come join the challenge. The link is in the description below. You can't miss it. Now, enjoy the rest of this video, but don't forget to come back when you're ready to take that next step. Simple Risk is a great example of this approach. Their core product is free, but extras like their API, Active Directory support, and vulnerability scanner connections, they are available as paid add-ons. Okay, this gives you the best of both worlds, so you can start free and only pay for specific extras that you need. The third major difference is support and update. Paid software comes with vendor support and regular updates, but with free tools, you are relying on community forums or documentation to solve problems. This might be the biggest limitation for organizations without technical expertise. So if something breaks, there's no support line to call. You have to figure it out yourself or hope someone on a forum can help. Fourth is ease of use and setup. See, paid platforms typically have nicer interfaces and easier setup. Free tools can be harder to install and maintain. Often, they require IT skills to even set up servers and databases. So if you don't have technical people in-house, the free solution might actually cost you more in time than paying for a hosted solution. Finally, there's scalability. You see, most free security tools are designed for small to mid-sized organizations. So if you have thousands of users or records, you might have performance issues or find the free tools missing enterprise features. Now here's the bottom line. Free security tools cover the basics, but you sacrifice automation, connections, support, and certain specialized features. The trade-off is simple. You save money, but put in more manual efforts to get similar results. So this insight could help you in a job interview. Now imagine being asked, how do you ensure a compliance program grows with the business? You can explain how free tools are a great starting point, but why larger organizations eventually move to paid platforms. See, this kind of understanding is what hiring managers want to see. Okay, the next part is very important. Okay, let's say you are in an interview for a job that involves risk management, compliance, or even audit functions, and the hiring manager asks, if a company is looking at GRC tools, how would you decide whether to use a free solution or invest in a paid one. You see, this is a crucial question that tests your ability to think strategically. So let's break it down in detail before I tell you exactly what your answer should look like in an interview. There's a right time to use free security tools and the right time to upgrade. Okay? Understanding this can save thousands of dollars or prevent a compliance disaster. And there are 5 situations that signal it's time to consider upgrading. First, when you need advanced features that save a lot of manual work. If the team spent hours every week sending reminders, making reports, or updating spreadsheets, a paid tool might actually save you money through efficiency. Okay? Now, a compliance manager I know was spending 2 full days every month manually updating reports for leadership. Now, when they upgraded to a paid platform with automatic dashboard, those 2 days became 2 hours. The tool paid for itself in saved time. Number 2, when your organization gets too complex for basic tools. See, a startup with 1 product and 20 employees can manage security with a free tool. But if you suddenly have 3 products, 200 employees, and 5 different compliance frameworks, it gets much harder to coordinate. Number 3, when you don't have IT resources to maintain free software. See, free tools require server setup, database management, manual updates, and troubleshooting when things break. Now, if an organization does not have dedicated IT people, the hidden cost of managing a free tool can quickly exceed the cost of a paid solution where someone else handles all the technical maintenance. And number 4, when security becomes mission critical in your business, okay? If your company depends on maintaining certifications to win contracts, or if compliance is directly tied to revenue, you can't afford the downtime or reliability issues. At this point, having vendor support with guaranteed uptime becomes worth the investment. Think of it as insurance. You're paying to transfer the risk of a system failure to someone else. And finally, which is number 5, a tool upgrade is necessary when you need extensive collaboration across teams. See, free tools often start as single user or small team systems. If you need dozens of users with different permission levels, like across multiple departments, paid versions generally offer better access controls and collaboration features. So back to the question we started with. What if in an interview you are asked, how do you ensure a compliance program grows with the business? A good answer would be, a compliance program should grow with the business by staying flexible and scalable. Early on, free tools like Aramba or Simple Risk handle the basics, but as complexity increases, automation and integration become essential. I would focus on evolving policies, regular audit, and ensuring compliance doesn't slow down business operations. Now, who benefits most from sticking with free security tools? That's the question. Small businesses and startups get enormous value here. When you're small, the basic features for free security tools are often enough. Okay, you can establish good security practices early without spending thousands on software. Compliance professionals with limited budget, especially in nonprofits, schools, or government, can implement proper security programs without fighting for budget approval. Internal auditors and security teams find these tools perfect for centralizing findings and also tracking fixes without expensive audit management software. Also, benefiting our security teams, yes, the cybersecurity teams and IT managers, they can easily map technical controls to compliance requirements, and this makes it easier to report on security to executives and then auditors. But there's one more group that benefits enormously free security tools: cybersecurity beginners and students trying to enter the field. Yes, if you're trying to break into cybersecurity or compliance roles, free security tools are your secret weapon. Here's exactly how to use this platform to build your skills. First, install and explore them. Download a free tool like Aramba or Simple Risk and set it up. The installation process itself teaches you valuable technical skills, and once it's running, you can try all the features professionals use in the real world. This gives you hands-on experience with how compliance frameworks works, how risks are tracked, and how controls are managed. This knowledge you can't get from books alone. Second, use free training materials. Many of these free projects provide learning resources. Eramba offers free online videos covering everything from policy management to building compliance reports. These tutorials teach you step by step, how to implement a compliance program, the exact same skills that you will use in a paid job. Third, simulate a real compliance project. Pick a standard like ISO 27001 or NIST Cybersecurity framework and use the free tool to implement it for a made-up company. Input the internal requirements, do a gap assessment, create risk for unmet controls, develop plans to fix them. This process is exactly what compliance analysts do professionally. Now, when an interviewer asks, have you worked with security tools? You can truthfully say yes and show real knowledge, even without prior professional experience. And like I said earlier, if questions around paid or free tools ever come up, you get to answer from a place of experience. Imagine giving a recommendation that helps the company save money while staying compliant. Like, how much better would your chances be of landing the job? Multiple companies have achieved ISO 27001 certification using nothing but free version of Eramba. They saved thousands of software while successfully passing rigorous audits. Professional cybersecurity consulting firms have publicly endorsed and used free tools like Eramba, both internally and with clients. When experts who could choose any tool on the market pick the free option, that says a lot. Because even critical infrastructure organizations in Europe have used Veranize to comply with national security regulations. And you know how strict Europe can be. This shows that free tools can work even for large, important systems. Whether you're a business owner looking to implement security on a budget or someone trying to start a cybersecurity career, free tools offer a real path forward. The security industry wants you to believe you need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on fancy platforms before you can properly manage security and compliance. No, the reality is that you can start right now, like today, with tools that cost nothing but deliver real results. If you're serious about exploring this path, now here is your action plan. First, pick a security framework. Choose ISO 27001, NIST CSF, or SOC 2 and apply it to a fictional company using a free GRC tool. Number 2, simulate a compliance program, like input control requirements, perform a gap assessment, identify risk, and create remediation plans, just like compliance analysts do in real world. Number 3, document your work. Generate reports and track compliance progress. This builds a tangible portfolio that you can showcase in interviews. And finally, join industry communities, engage with GitHub, LinkedIn groups, or even open source forums where professionals discuss challenges and best practices. After you're done with these steps, I can assure you that you've just gained one more ace to knock your interview out of the park. But now is not the time to stop. If you found this video helpful, I have another one people are raving about. If you're thinking about getting a certification, then it's a must watch. The link should be in the description below. And I hope I'm leaving you today better than I met you. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.